You must hear something from God, from the word every day. You must know who you are in God every day. You must allow people to see that God in you every day. Every day. When you give back to God, He gives back to you. You don't know what God has given back to you in the worship you have done this morning. And it shouldn't end here. Corporate worship is fantastic, but your personal worship will go a long way. It will go a long way. It will settle some things. It will settle matters, settle situations that you cannot handle all by yourself. Enough. You know, somebody was preaching in church one day and she said, we have been programmed to look at our phone every time. That those who did Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram and all these other social media, they have programmed us to live like that. And we are fitting into that programming. We are working like robots. When something new comes online, you want to check it out. We have been programmed, especially young people. We have been programmed. I am afraid from some young men that when they get married, when their wives are struggling in the kitchen, they will sit down with their phone and be pressing phone. Because it has become a part of them. It has become a part of them. When the wife is trying to take care of the baby, trying to cook, trying to clean the house, they would have an excuse to sit on their phone and do something. It will never occur. I'm afraid for some young girls that when some other people are doing something with their destiny, they are seated on their phone doing Snapchat, telling people what next, snapping the food and posting it on status. Now I want to eat yam and egg, as if what you are created for is yam and egg. Yam and egg, for crying out loud. Of all the things in the world, I saw a movie. Sometimes I find it difficult to watch a movie. Yes, I'm an actor, but you know, I have to tell myself, they must not hear that you don't watch movies, because you are going to discourage people from watching your movies. You don't. So I had to sit down and watch a movie, and the lady puts a cup of coffee beside her, and she just laid down and she carried her selfie stick and she was adjusting the something. Vanity. And that was all she was doing. By the time she faced a situation that is beyond her and her phone was not available, she couldn't cope without her phone for once. Can you do it one day and drop your phone in your bag, put it in the house and say, I'm not going out with my phone today? What is it, gone? What is it with this phone? When there was no phone, maybe we lived. Maybe some of you were not here when there was no phone. Maybe. But when there was no phone, we existed, we lived. And that was a time to grow spiritually. But I'm afraid for this generation, this new generation. I am afraid because we have been programmed to do things the way the world is doing it. And then as a true worshiper, we have to do what? We have to set ourselves aside. Every day, God is looking for people to deposit destiny into their lives. Right now, as we are talking, God is depositing something in the lives of some people, giving them life-changing ideas that will rule generations. But for us, for many of us, we are not sensitive enough. We are not sensitive enough. We come, we worship, but we are not true worshippers. We are not.